citing FPS issues and more. Remedy has published a blog post that says they are looking at possible ways of improving console optimization in Control. Remedy did not specify when they will be finished fixing the game's issue, but explained that fixing takes time and to ask for players' understanding.
We're holding the key when we don't have a clue on how to use it. We're dealing with dangerous, unknown forces here. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point, or just a necessary evil in this? We're on a mission to find answers to these questions. Or die trying. Rise and shine, birthday bear!
People Can Fly announced back in March that they are releasing Bulletstorm in a Switch but did not mention a release date. Surprisingly, the game is already available on the eShop as of August 30th. The game's title is Bulletstorm, Duke of Switch Edition, and it features Duke Nukem in its reworked main campaign. Duke Nukem was previously added in a main game as a part of Duke Nukem's Bulletstorm tour for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4.
Tell them about today's special, Lucky! I'm not even supposed to be here! I've been saving the world since before you were born. Yeah. I'm sure we're almost out of the woods now, though.
Impose limits to control us. Limits
Need
to
for
make us
Speed
blend
Hit
in.
will feature hit multipliers, which were previously seen on Need
We
for
own
Speed
the
rivals. In Need for Speed Hit, players' cars have limited health, and hit is a factor that threatens car health. The more players races, the more hit they generate. Higher hit also gets more attention from cops and acts as a multiplier. And our rivals players get more hit multipliers by doing as much as illegal activity as they can. Need for Speed Hit launches November 8th.
They destroy, so we design. They control, so we create. If you catch fire, run. You'll burn faster.
Rebellion has released patch 3 for Sniper Elite V2 Remastered. This patch contains fixes and several stability issues that players have been experiencing while in a game, as well as general localization improvements. The patch also includes improvements in all behavior across all the game's map. It also adds general improvements and gameplay and a game's visual. The full patch notes are available on Rebellion's website. The official VR game for a Westworld series is now available, and you can get it on Steam. Westworld Awakening is a narrative-driven game where players will take the role of a host named Kate. In a game, players will explore iconic scenes and settings from HBO series and interact as well as manipulate other hosts. The game supports both Oculus and Vive port and requires a gamepad.
Here's to the dream built for us all. But for those who awaken, here's to breaking this world. Recon team, stand by for gate sequence initiation.
Gearbox and Blackbird Interactive have announced that Homeworld 3 is currently in development. The publisher has set up a fake campaign which invites fans of a franchise to take part in a game's development as investors. The campaign will run for a month with a funding goal of $1. The game is expected to launch in Q4 2022.
Origin waveform detected. Jump gate online.
Commit systems enabled.
Here we go. Jump commit in 3, 2, 1.
Epic Legends is hosting its new event from September 3rd until September 17th. The event is called Voidwalker and it centers around Wraith of Voidwalker's mysterious past. The event will have players take over Wraith Town and as well as participate in a limited time mode called Armed and Dangerous. There are also exclusive event challenges. The event will also offer double XP for top 5 and wins weekend. House has announced that it's a stealth game which stars a sociopathic ghost called Untitled Ghost game will be launching on PC via the Epic Game Store and Nintendo Switch on September 20th. As mentioned, players will be controlling a ghost and their objective is to annoy humans and basically just ruin their lives. The ghost has abilities like honking and flopping which it can use to complete objectives.
One where the very fate of
Borderlands
Pandora
2
hangs
VR will
around.
be coming to PC and it is set to arrive in autumn. The PC version will include the core game plus everything in a badass mega fun DLC pack which will first come to PlayStation 4 on September 6th. The PS4 version of the badass mega fun DLC pack includes 4 DLC campaigns, new classes, 5 Headhunters DLC packs, and the Vault Hunter heads and skin packs.
I will defend you to the death, minion! Okay, so I will! Booyah! That's how you do
Renanet has announced that the Icebrood Saga is now available for players who own the Path of Fire or Heart of Thorns expansions. Additionally, all Guild Wars 2 players can get the Heart of Thorns expansion for free. The Icebrood Saga adds strike missions, which are 10 players boss encounters. Strike missions will be available starting September 17th.
So many nations have fallen. Only Crichton still stands. Our faith is strong, despite the silence of the six gods. With courage, we'll make our stand in divinity's reach. The city is my home. I was born to common folk, just one among many.
First-person psychological horror game Blair Witch is out now. The game is available on PC via Steam and on Xbox One. The game is based by a cinematic lore of Blair Witch and is a story-driven game. It is set in 1996 when a boy disappears in a Black Hills forest near Burkittsville, Maryland. The players will assume the role of a former police officer named Ellis, who also has a dark past of his own.
This is your chance to do something good, Alice. Don't waste it.
We bring you today's best deals only here at ALLKEYSHOP.com. Out feature free game is the 2018 platforming game Celeste, and you can get it absolutely free for the next 4 days. We've also seen price drop for a transport strategy game Machine Key and Warhammer 40,000 and Inquisitor Martyr, which is an action RPG. If you're also looking for a game with the best discount, today your best bet is Dragon Ball FighterZ. There is more of this, so head over to our daily deals page now. Gearbox has announced the first stage of post-release content for Borderlands 3. According to the developer, there are 3 content drops scheduled to release before this year concludes. There will be much more to come in 2020, but for now, players are looking forward to Bloody Harvest, which is Halloween-themed limited time event. So unfortunately, the larger expansions will not be free, but they will be fun nonetheless. Borderlands 3 is scheduled to release for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Gearbox Software was able to announce that their sandbox adventure game Astroneer will be launching for PlayStation 4 coming this November. Players will be able to enjoy space travel with lots of planets to explore, get to use Terran tools in order to excavate and elevate the land, and get valuable resources that you are able to use. There will be different biomes to conquer and a lot of secrets to uncover. Craft vehicles and build and customize bases. The PS4 version will launch on November 15. During PAX West, tinyBuild was able to announce some of their upcoming projects, one of which that seemed to pop out is a top-down action RPG game called Black Skylands from Hungry Couch Games. The game features some nice-looking airship combat. You will be playing as an airship captain who is trying to reach the Skylands for peace and prosperity. Battles are done on both land and air, and there are over 25 different weapons available. Black Skylands is set to launch in the 4th quarter of 2020.
They say this is the end of humanity. Unless I find a way into the Black Skylands.
Gearbox, a roguelike cooperative shooter Risk of Rain 2 has launched for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. The game had first launched for the PC and was then announced to be arriving on console sometime this summer 2019. The game had actually been made available now on the console storefronts as an early access game, and it cost much more than the PC versions at $29.99. Remember Castle Crashers that launched in 2008 for Nintendo? Well, a remastered version for the game is coming to the Nintendo Switch this month. Get to defend your castle from the many enemies and crazy epic bosses. Play with up to 4 of your friends and unlock weapons, knights, and so much more. Get to ride the crocodile/dinosaur looking animal and also get to enjoy the minigame that is included called the Black of Barbarian. Castle Crashers Remastered will be launching on September 17. Guild Wars 2 Living Story is set to arrive on September 17th. The Icebrood Saga is a narrative which will kick off with a prologue episode called Bound with Blood. Aside from introducing a new story, it will also kick off a bunch of new features, including 10-player boss battles called Strike Missions. Outside the game, a collaboration with Dark Horse Comics will see the release of the game's 20th anniversary art book next year. War Thunder is set to receive a new major content update this month. Gaijin Entertainment has announced. The update called Night Vision will add the 8 playable nation China, as well as a new Chinese vehicles. As the update's name suggests, Night Vision devices will also be added to helicopters, including the modern Eurocopter Tiger. Nighttime encounters are also expected with the addition of this Night Vision devices.
Peggy 7.
Co-op multiplayer JRPG Relegend is now on Steam Early Access. The game successfully completed its Kickstarter run in less than 24 hours since it kicked off. Back in 2017, the game was honored at the Level Up Game Conference in Malaysia with the Southeast Asia Best Rising Star Award in 2017 and with the Best Game Design in 2018. The game is also the most successful crowd-funded game in Southeast Asia.
Building battles?
Cloud Imperium Games announced that Star Citizen's Squadron 42 beta has been delayed. The beta will now be scheduled sometime between July, August, or September next year. According to Cloud Imperium, they needed to delay the beta as a result of changing the overall development cadence, which we expect will create positive results in the overall delivery and experience of Squadron 42.
We will win! Because we have to.
He was used in an experimental program, the sweetest bug you'll ever meet.
11 minutes of gameplay footage was shared by IG and for Konami's new Contra game, Contra Rogue Corps, or Contra Rogue Corps Lite. The gameplay video showcased the game's co-op mode. Players will be able to create custom matches for 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4, or 1 versus 4 players. The game also features a story campaign with challenging missions and hordes of enemies. Just Cause 4 is wrapping up its season pass with its final DLC Danger Rising, available for players who own the Gold Edition as well as those who purchased the season pass. Danger Rising will add 9 new missions, gadgets, weapons, and vehicles. The biggest addition is the hoverboard, which the players can use to explore the game's world. The Danger Rising DLC is set to launch on September 5. We bring you today's best deals only here at ALLKEYSHOP.com. Our featured free game is a 2018 platforming game, Celeste, and you can get it absolutely free for the next 4 days. We've also seen price drops for Transport, strategy game Mashing Key, and Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr, which is an action RPG. If you're also looking for a game with the best discount, today your best bet is Dragon Ball FighterZ. There's more of this, so head over to our Daily Deals page now.